open up. You OPN, Pt1 BBM.
Happy New Week, guys. Happy New Week or happy midweek whenever I put this video up. I trust you guys are well and I hope you guys are blessed. Welcome to my channel. Oh yeah, every time I do a video I need to get into the habit of I need to do a mini introduction, don't I? Because this is the YouTube with no longer WhatsApp stories. So welcome to my channel. My name is Tracy. Just call me T or Mami Afia. Yes, so this channel is called Talk That Talk with your girl T. Me. And what we do here on this channel, or what I do here on this channel, I talk about like motivational stuff, uplifting, food for thought, word of wisdom, all things positive and uplifting, and also what else? Yeah, I share the word of God as well, of course, first and foremost, because I'm a Christian woman. You know, I ain't perfect though. Do not come to me as I'm nobody's angel. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, talk about random stuff. So just not random stuff, but you know, just things in life that we all go through and stuff like that, and things just to uplift the spirit and things just to think about, really. So first and foremost, if you like what I'm selling, like, comment, share and subscribe. I'm joking, I ain't selling anything. Just like, comment, subscribe. It's free. And hopefully you like what I'm sharing with you guys and come along with this journey with me. So this topic is on how many of us trust the plan. And when I mean how many of us trust the plan, I'm talking about the plan that God says he has for us. See, many of us know that God has a plan for us. Oh yeah, believe me, if you don't know. Many of us know, are aware that God has a plan for us. However, how many of us trust that plan? How many of us actually trust God with this plan? And when I say trust God with this plan, I mean, okay, we know that God has a plan for us. The plan is for good, it's for promise, it's for purpose, it's for all things great. But then how many of us actually trust God with this plan? And where the trust comes in is the fact that, okay, I know God has a plan for me, but when is this plan actually going to manifest, God? Like, I'm still waiting. I've been told to trust you, but bro, when I call, you ain't answering certain calls or not giving me certain details. And in any relationship, as I believe the relationship you have, that the relationship you have with God, what you have with God is a relationship, right? It's a personal relationship. Trust is paramount, right? If you don't have trust, then why are you even in this relationship, right? However, the relationship we have with God is it ain't seeing, it's believing. It is not seeing and believe. Believe and not see and then see, right? It's it's kind of backwards. And we are human, right? And how we interact with other humans, and most of the times in our interaction is let me see and then I believe. You know, we don't really walk with faith when it comes to our human interactions. It's like, I need to see it first before I believe it, or I need to get the details before I believe it. But you see, with that like flesh self of oneself, we take and carry that same ideology to God. Like, we take that same, as they say, carrying old bricks from a relationship to a new relationship. We carry those bricks to our relationship with God, and we are there like, okay, bro, what you saying? Like, what are the details of this plan that you so happily have for me, that is great and that's of purpose and promise and all things beautiful and wonderful? Like, bro, like, you ain't saying nothing. I can't see any of where is the manifestation of these plans? Like, hello, I am still waiting. Like, and we get stuck in that kind of attitude, but we're forgetting our relationship with God is not the same relationship we have with our human interaction with each other. You don't see and then believe. You don't see, like, what happens is we it's faith, you know. We have to, faith is how we operate with God in order to get or receive what it is that we are waiting on. But with the trust issue, it comes when we are calling on God and we've been praying for certain things for either a numerous amount of years, weeks, months, you name it, and we don't see anything. We don't even see a fragment of the manifestation that is supposed to happen. And because we don't see that, and we are flesh, we try to take control. See, God has got a blueprint for our life, right? And the blueprint has been designed already before we were born. Whether we choose to go and be led by God or not is down to us. God still loves us regardless because he's a God of free will. However, he has a plan for us already. But oftentimes in life, what we find ourselves doing is taking control of our life and situations in which we find or feel God's absence. And when I mean absence, I mean that in the sense of we do not feel that he's near to us, we can't hear him, we don't see the plans. So what do? We grab the bulls by its horns and we deviate our own way through life. And sometimes we do this out of desperation. Whether that's you picking the wrong spouse, entering the wrong marriage, making a bad investment, or making a wrong career move, or whether picking up a bad habit or a career choice, whatever it may be, we try to take control of these situations for ourselves when we feel absence from God. And what happens is it backfires, right? And we find ourselves feeling sad, low, depressed, and just in a state of frustration because it's like, God, I've trusted you in this plan, the plan that you supposedly say that you have for me, but I'm not seeing anything. You're not even, bro, you ain't saying nothing. So that's the reason why I took control. But then the word says, be still and know that I am God. Like, how do we allow God to be God if we ain't still? Because if we ain't still and doing a whole lot of running around and taking control of everything, how are we allowing, and also in that whole running around and trying to take control of everything, we're basically trying to be God of our own lives and try to master our own lives. And how do we allow God to manifest himself and be God of our life if we are taking control? You know, as they say, you can't serve two masters. At the same time, it's like you can't also be serving yourself at the same time serving God and hoping things just, happen at the end of the day. They don't happen unless you are willing to let go, unless you are willing to trust in your maker and allowing him to steer the way. And yes, it's easier said than done because it's like you don't see God physically. And sometimes there's seasons in our life that it's quiet. You feel like, God, are you even there? Because I can't hear you. Well, we definitely can't see him, but you can't hear him. You can't feel his presence. And it's then at that time we have to be still. And it's so hard if you're a control freak to be still because you feel to yourself that I am being, I'm not being productive. But who said God needs our input? Who said God needs our involvement in his plan making? Did God say that, oh, you know what, Mami Afia, in fact, in this area, Kra, what do you think about this thing here? No, he doesn't need my involvement. He don't need my 2 pence. He needs me to shut it up, zip it up, and lock it up, and trust in him. And with this whole be still and know that I'm God, sometimes we take it literally in the sense of, okay, I'm not going to do anything, so I'm just going to sit there and allow God to just do what he needs to do, or what he says he's going to do, which I don't have the details for. But it's not necessarily that. There's going to be certain times in which God will call you to do certain things and he will do the rest. But at the same time, in that stillness doesn't mean that you just become stagnant and just sit there and just fold your arms and be like, yeah, it's well, God's going to do. No, you still have to walk in an attitude as if God has already given you what it is that you are hoping and trusting God for. Walk in the manifestation, in the actualization, knowing that, you know what, I do not have this thing, but I believe and I know that I will have this thing, or this situation will work out for me. That's what faith is. So if our faith is not to par with God, that's where the trust comes, the lack of trust issue comes, because we don't believe enough and to trust that he has best for us. Because we already know the plan. He has a plan. I mean, in the sense of he has a plan, but to trust that the plan will actually be manifested, especially in the quiet times, seasons in the relationship that you have with God, is where we fall short. So I just want to encourage anyone out there, whatever it is that you've been trusting God for years, months, weeks, even a day or two, trust in him. Be still and know that he is God. Like, he has not failed you. The thing is, like, sometimes we look to the Bible and we're like, oh, the God of Jacob, the God of Abraham, the God of all these great men and women in the Bible that he's done things for. No, change that narrative and say the God of your name, whatever your name is, the God of Kofi, the God of Angela, the God of, Tracy, the God of whoever. Put your name there, because the fact that you are here today is a living testament that you have been through a lot, because there's nobody in this earth that hasn't been through something. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's got a story to share. Everybody is coming through something or has been through something. Some more dramatic and drastic and traumatizing than others. But the fact that still remains the same, that we all have a story to tell. And the fact that you are still standing here today, and today may not be the greatest, but the fact that you are standing and even listening to this video is a testament, knowing that God is truly in your life. And it may not seem so at times, but then start changing your prayer and say the God of, and then enter your name. Because all the milestones, the obstacles, the mountains, the challenges that you have gone through, it could have only been God. So I just want to encourage anyone out there, and all of you guys, even myself too, that when it comes to the plans of God, let us learn how to trust the plan. Let us work on our trust issues that we have with God in regarding the purpose of our life, the plan of our life, the promises that he says that he has for our life. And also, let us also be wary that when it comes to times in which we find ourselves desperate, that we do not fall into temptation, because it's when we are desperate, that's when temptation is at its highest and is working overtime to be able to deviate us from the plan and course in which God has designed for us. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I catch you guys in another video. Have a blessed, amazing rest of the week.